Hello everyone and welcome back to my tutorial videos. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make these background hills. Now it may look like relatively simple because they're all just stacked on top of each other, but it uses the certain perspective of you in the ground to give a full effect. So first you're going to need your place. Like I have this tiny little park that I made. I'm just going to move this up here. So then after that, what you need to do, you need to pull out your maker pen, which you can get by going to your watch, backpack, and then tools, and then hit use. So now you can grab your maker pen, or if you have it favorited, you can pull it out from behind your back. So you're going to need to open your palette, hit the gear icon in your palette, and go right, make sure you have uniform shapes off, position snap 0.5, and rotation snap, it doesn't really matter. So go right once, and then make sure your tube size is 25 centimeters, and that the tube facets are at 10, so that it's a circle like this. And now I want some grassy hills, so I'm gonna go with a light kind of green color. So then I make a like wavy kind of shape, and I scale it up. So you, depending on how big you want it, so for the first layer I would recommend going kind of small, so that you can go outwards and get bigger as you move on, so that it can look more natural, you could say. So when you're putting these tubes on the edges of your platform, you're going to want to clone it to the side to make it wrap around the first edge. And what you do when you clone a tube, you manipulate it to make it look like that they're not all the same. So that's not just cloned shapes over and over and over again. And you could use the mirror tool to help with that. So I'm going to be showing you guys when I'm done with the first layer. Okay, so now that I have this first layer done, I'm going to mirror it and put it on the opposite side. And now I'm going to mirror it again, hit the rotate tool, and tap the green one once so that it rotates only 90 degrees. And I put it on one of the longer edges. And I just continue to clone these shapes and manipulate them. So I'll show you guys. I'll see you guys when I'm done with these two edges. Okay, so now that I'm done with this first layer, as you can see, I can clone it up, which if you want more in the background, or if you just want like some bushes going around. But I wouldn't recommend just using this because it looks a lot better if you clone it, scale it up a little bit, and you can recolor it. So what I do, I go from like lightest to a bit darker and then darkest. So then I put this here and I rotate it 180 degrees so that the sides are swapped and it looks different. So you can manipulate these tubes so that it looks different, and I will be showing you guys what it looks like when I'm done with that. Okay, so now that I'm done with this, we can move on to our next and final layer. So what you're going to want to do is clone it one last, okay, actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to clone the first layer again instead of the last one so that they look different. And I'm going to scale it up pretty big. And you're going to want to be standing like in the middle. So you're going to want to be standing in the middle of your area so that you can see what perspective looks the best. So right here looks pretty nice, and I want mountains in my background. So I'm going to change my color to gray and recolor it. So now, if I come down here, I have some nice mountains in my background, my hilly background. So now you guys know how to make good backgrounds that use perspective.